Tragically, there's still so much fear and separation and judgment and discrimination around homosexuality. And when you find that and feel that people are discriminating against you, judging you negatively for being gay, for being queer, it's really hard. And it's really important that you not let their projection of you determine how you feel about yourself. Remember, they're just projecting their own fear, their own confusion, their own discrimination onto you. That doesn't make it truth. It just makes it their projection. Don't take it in. If someone who's sick sneezes near you, you're not going to want to walk into the sneeze so that you get sick. If someone is coughing and they're sick, you don't want to walk into that field because you know, I'm going to get sick. The same thing is true emotionally, mentally. If someone is spewing negativity, discrimination, bias, judgment, you don't want to be in that energetic or psychic field. Remember, God is perfect. If God wanted you to be a goat instead of a human being, you would be a goat instead of a human being. If God wanted you to be a river instead of a human being, you'd be a river instead of a human being. Or a rock, you'd be a rock. If God wanted you to be black instead of white or white instead of black, that's exactly how you'd be. And if God wanted you to be straight instead of gay, instead of queer, that's how you'd be. But to judge yourself is to judge the perfection of the divine. If you look in nature, God doesn't make mistakes. There's no roses that should have been jasmine, like defective roses that were supposed to be jasmine, or defective jasmine that were supposed to be roses, or defective rivers that were supposed to be rocks. No. Everything is exactly as it is supposed to be, as are you. And so your spiritual work needs to be to create a strength inside of knowing that divine perfection of you, and developing an ability to move through the world, not quite so permeable to what other people are spewing at you. You know, it's like we increase our physical immunity if we're going somewhere where people are going to be sick, or where we might be in close quarters with people who have illnesses. In the same way, you need to increase your own emotional and mental and spiritual immunity. If you're going to be in places where people are quite literally spewing that hatred, that negativity, whether they're loved ones, family members, or strangers, work on that immunity building. And lastly, very importantly, make sure you have a good, strong community, a sangha. These days, by God's grace, one of the gifts of technology is that there's all of these online communities, online sanghas of people. So if there isn't one specifically where you live, join one online. Make sure that you have the opportunity to connect with other people who are gay, other people who are queer, other people who are being discriminated against, so that you really know you're not alone and there is nothing less than perfect about you.